What you doing? Today I'm doing a couple different things out in the yard. The first thing I need to do is get our little fences around the tulip bulbs that I planted out in the front driveway before the lawnmowers start coming to mow the lawn and completely run over and demolish them. That would be a ton of hard work and money down the drain for the season. I think I put in close to 1,800 tulip bulbs this year. The lawnmowers kind of just show up. So it's super important that I get out there and get the fences put up. You never really know exactly when they're going to start coming for the season, but it's about that time. So I need to get that done. And then I still have tulip bulbs that I did not get into the ground. We just didn't have the room or anywhere else to put them. And the garage was super cold all winter long. So those bulbs are actually still doing really well. They haven't rot and they've still got the greenery coming out of them. We've got these concrete planters in the back that are only about this tall. They're real shallow. So I'm gonna try to pot those up and we can put them on our back patio tables as centerpieces and just be able to enjoy them. So I'm gonna try that out. Gonna get the ones in the front protected, but we're having like a really windy day. There's a possibility of some storms coming in. So I'm gonna get into that and I'll see you guys here in a minute. I'm gonna grab these tulip bulbs and kind of show you what I'm talking about. I still had quite a few left over. There's not that many, but some of them are still, and it's not gonna focus on this, it wants to focus on my face, but some of them are still, you know, green and popping up and starting to bloom. So I figure if I can get these in some pots with soil, maybe they will take root and start blooming out of that and we can still enjoy them. It would be kind of cool to be able to salvage these. So I've never tried it. I've heard it works. Let's see. Okay, so I got those tulips planted into that container and I thought we had 2 of those concrete containers, but we don't. I'm really excited to see if that's gonna work or not, because if it does, it's gonna be gorgeous. Those are Color Blends tulip bulbs, and Color Blends have been absolutely phenomenal. A few years ago when we did tulips around our maple out in the backyard, those were Color Blends, and I believe they were Blushing Ladies and Akabonos and Menton tulips. They were absolutely stunning. I will have to share some photos and videos that I took a couple of years ago of those because they were just so beautiful, and I expanded that circle out way farther than I meant to this year because we had so many more tulip bulbs to put in. So I was just kind of trying to put them in where I could. Going around that maple tree, it was sort of difficult to get some of the bulbs in because of the roots of the tree. So I was having to just sort of poke holes where I could. Radius just kept expanding. So there's gonna be a lot out there. And then the fence line, which was my absolute favorite part about the tulips that we did a few years back. They were a goldfinch mix and it was so stunning. And yes, perennial tulips do decrease by about 20% every single year, but that's still better than having to go out and redo them. That volume of bulbs that I did that first season, I just can't imagine doing that every single year. And we're running out of room to put tulips in. So we wanted to do some that would come back year after year. I don't think I'm gonna get a whole lot of other things done today just with how gusty and windy it is outside, especially when it comes to planting and things like that. So I will probably see you guys on the next video, and I have plenty more projects to show. This is a new channel. We've been in the middle of a remodel for our kitchen. This has been the first phase of it behind me right here, one of the first parts of the first phase. The butler's pantry that we made, this actually used to be a completely flat, straight wall with just cabinets on it. And we kicked out into the garage and made a space so that we could have a butler's pantry, so that we could have some place to store all of our appliances that we use on the daily and things like that. Part 2 is behind me. That is the old cabinetry, if you can't tell. But I really want to share soon about the remodel process that we've been through with this half of the kitchen. We've also redone the laundry room and the half bathroom. So I will have to share some before and after of our journey with that as well. I have a lot of things to share, a lot of content that I want to start generating. If you could like and subscribe to this channel, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much if you watched this video. It was probably really rough and disorganized, but I'm gonna get there, I promise. Stay tuned. I'll see you on the next video.